What is the meaning of life?
Wow.
What is the meaning of life?
What is it?
Find out right here, right now. Let's go.
Wow, quite an intro. That wasn't clickbait at all, was it? Well, that's good. Hey, Emma.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, why? What are we talking about today?
The meaning of life.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the meaning of life.
Yes.
What is it? What do you have on your mind?
Let's start with your thoughts.
Thanks for dragging me into it. Okay, the meaning of life.
No. Okay, I'll start.
This is actually a really neat topic because it came up when I was in high school. I remember it very vividly. I talked to my friend Jim about it, and we both had our interesting theories about it. So go ahead, start.
Okay. So a common thing that I think there isn't one meaning of life for everybody. Like, I think everyone has their own meaning or purpose for life. I think a common one is that a common meaning of life is to find love, to, reproduce. Like,
okay.
That is to spread more of yourself in the world, and, keep the population going. That's basically, yeah.
Okay, so that's a very practical version.
Yeah. But I think, and also there's also the religious aspect, which is the meaning of life would be to get to heaven.
Okay.
But by doing so, we have to go through life first.
Yeah.
So that could be one aspect. But what do you think your personal meaning of life or what your purpose for life is?
My purpose is to improve the life of others somehow, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I don't always know how that is, but I've known just from interacting with people that a lot of people say that they have been improved by working with me or, whatever the situation was. I remember I worked with this one guy who said that he based his management style on the way I managed the team, which I thought was really nice. That's a great thing to say to somebody.
Yeah.
And that was back, that was from years ago, and he's running his own company now. So I think that's very cool. So, I maybe had, an impact on how he manages his company and how.
Yeah.
So, I mean, things like that, I think, just being able to improve the world in some way, shape, or form.
I think that's another one that everyone should have or that everyone should strive for is in improving the world in some way or making an impact on the world in some way.
Some sort of contribution.
Yeah.
Whether it's small or big, it doesn't matter. I mean, you don't have to be like the inventor of Microsoft Windows. You just need to, have some sort of a positive contribution.
Yeah. Like the Dr. Seuss quote.
What is that?
To one person, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's definitely something that we should strive for is improving or at least enjoy. I think something we should do is enjoy life, but also improve other people's lives.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If you're going to have a positive impact on people, you improve their lives.
Yeah.
And it just could be something so simple as playing a game with a friend, just to connect. And, it doesn't have to be anything big.
Yeah.
I love when we get together with neighbors on the block and, have game night and just do things like that.
Yeah.
It's, it improves all of our lives. It's not just that you're giving, but you're getting too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a big part of life is interaction and relationships and communication.
Especially now, considering we're all socially isolated because of the virus. But, which makes things like game night very difficult because we can't do it.
Yeah. But, it's hard because
we'll come up with our own alternatives. Maybe we'll have game night by Zoom meeting or something, or webinar.
Yeah, we play cards.
Yeah, remote cards.
Yeah, but I think it's very hard right now because we can't see the people that we are used to seeing in our everyday lives, and it's just that also kind of loses some of your purpose of life because you don't.
Yeah.
You have no one to impact.
Well, and you think about our friend and neighbor Ginger.
Yeah.
She lives two houses down.
Yeah.
She is in that medically at-risk category, so
Yeah.
we can't interact with her because
Yeah.
we could be introducing something that could potentially kill her. You know,
Yeah.
it's very dangerous. But she's in that category, but she's so vibrant and she's so
Yeah.
social, and now she's stuck at home.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult for her, but it's difficult for us too because we want to go over and we want to bake
Yeah.
goods, you know, send her, you know, some baked goods, but we
Yeah.
can't do that. We want to, you know, just, you know, whatever, you know, deliver some flowers to her, and
Yeah.
we can't do that. So,
Yeah.
you know, she's a wonderful person, and we're kind of stuck not being able to do that. Or maybe we have to redefine how we do that. I don't know.
Yeah. Which is actually kind of like why I kind of enjoy social media right now, just because we're all actually able to see each other.
Yeah.
And
Connect
and
in some
connect,
way
'cause
digitally.
that's kind of the only way we can now.
Yeah.
We can't actually see each other, so our devices are the only way to go.
We had on Friday night, because you know we're all in the office. We're all working from home now, and
Yeah.
so Friday night after work, one of the staff arranged a Zoom meeting. So we all logged
Oh,
into
yeah.
Zoom, and it was just social time. And
Yeah.
you know, we got to talk about what we did that week, not work wise, but fun wise.
Yeah.
And we talked about, you know, what cocktails we were drinking. And I couldn't get my webcam to work, so I was the only one who nobody could see. But
Aw.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll get it working before next Friday's meeting.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's very good. I think one of the things that I'm struggling with is I've lost a disconnect with my friends,
Yeah.
which is hard because I really like talking to my friends and being able to interact with them. And they definitely have an impact on my day.
Yeah. And how you feel about the day.
Yeah, and I think I need to find a way to reconnect with them because I haven't been talking to them at all, actually.
You definitely should,
Yeah.
especially, I mean, I know it's hard for you because you're socially anxious, but
Yeah.
that I think if you can just reach out to them
Yeah.
and connect and say,
Yeah.
hey, you know,
Yeah,
let's snap.
yeah. I mean, we have like the Google Hangouts. That's kind of nice, but
Yeah.
I could find them all on there and be like, hey.
Oh, that's right. You can do that through the school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea.
That could work. Back to the
Meaning of life.
meaning of life.
So you have a philosophy about it beyond what we had already discussed?
Yeah, yeah.
Like an overarching.
Yeah, I think there's the common meanings of life, which is to love and reproduce, to
Okay.
get to heaven, and to impact someone's life somehow. Or
Okay.
because there's like the common people change people.
Yeah.
So I think impacting someone's life in some way. And I think everyone already automatically does that just from the moment they're born.
Okay.
But yeah, because you know when you're born, you completely impact your mother's life,
Oh, yeah.
and then as you grow up, and people start to see your personality and learn about you. Then you definitely, I think everyone has an impact on everyone from when you meet them, and not always a positive impact. You know, some people have negative impacts on others,
Yeah.
but
And
still.
some unintentionally negative, but still,
Yeah.
you know, there's that person that you see them in the grocery store and you try not to reach out to them because you know it's going to be a negative conversation
Yeah.
and you don't want to do that. But
Yeah, but
unfortunately, people inadvertently have a negative impact on people.
yeah, and there could be, even like generally, or someone that you know to be a generally nice person could have someone else that they know think negatively about them,
Yeah.
and that's just really weird. I think,
It's true because people do perceive people differently.
yeah, everyone perceives everyone differently, but I think we should all strive to. One that I had seen for the meaning of life recently was to be on good terms with all good people.
Okay.
So be on good terms with good people. That would be go along just being kind to everyone.
Sure.
You know, even strangers. Like what I like to do is hold the door open if I'm heading into a restaurant or in a church or something and I see other people coming, I hold the door open for them.
Yep.
Sometimes I'm standing there for quite a while just because everyone keeps coming in and out, but it's really nice because I get to, do something.
And it's funny that Lauren's picked up on that now too. So you
Yeah,
guys
now
have
she
to
does it
almost
too.
fight to hold the door open for.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny.
Or if there's like double doors, we hold both
Yeah,
of them
hold
open.
both of them
It's
out. Yeah,
like a grand
a
entrance.
grand opening.
Yeah.
Come in, enter.
Yeah. And I also think, what would my personal meaning of life or purpose of life be? I think it would be similar to like how I've discovered what I wanted to do with as a career, which was help people, have a positive impact on people. I think I just want to have an effect on people.
Okay.
And I want to know that I have an effect on people, which is why I had kind of gone into wanting to be a social worker, and now I'm wanting to be a nurse.
Yeah.
And then also I'm thinking about doing something with a psychology aspect too, because one, I love psychology. I think it's very cool. It was by far my favorite subject to learn in school.
Okay.
But I also think when you learn what people do and why people do the things that they do, you could it's much easier to help them.
Sure.
Because you'll know why they're feeling this way, and you know why they're doing the things that they're doing, and you can, if it's negative, you can help them reverse it. So, because you know what they're, it's kind of like you know what they're thinking.
I think the fascinating part about that is that sometimes you have to tease out why they're doing it, because sometimes they don't even know why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's the challenge, is that many times they don't know why they're doing it.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of dig out and figure out, what may have happened to them in the past, or what are the reasons, what are their motivations for doing what they do.
Yeah.
And not changing it.
Yeah. One thing I like to think about a lot is, like, it just pops into my head every once in a while. Like, when I'm in a car and I see a car next to us and I'm like, wonder what that person's life is like. I wonder what is their life. Like, one thing I really want to do is just learn people's life stories. I think life stories are just so fascinating.
I used to do that when I was in the airport, when I was traveling a lot, and I'd sit in the airport and I'd look at somebody and I'd just kind of play in my head, what their life probably was.
Yeah.
And like this was, that's a really nice person. And sometimes you can tell by their face that, that's a really nice person, and they're going through, the airport to go visit some family. You just kind of come up with all these stories.
Yeah.
You don't really know anything about them.
Yeah. I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
Too. But I would actually, a thing I would like to do is actually learn people's life stories and listen to people life stories. I think that'd be really cool.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
When you did an interview with Celine from church, that was a fascinating interview, because we learned so much about her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's blind and deaf, and the things you were able to learn about her growing up, and how she went out, how she played with her friends, and all the different things, challenges she had, but for a long time she didn't even see them as challenges, and I thought that was kind of cool. Because what we may think to be not our normal is other people's normal. Yeah. And it's just so cool. It was very cool.
Everyone has their own different way of living. And I think it'd be cool just to go out there and see what everyone's way of living is. Maybe I should make that into a career, honestly. Maybe like a social journalist or something. Where I interview people. Okay. And figure out people's life stories. Yeah. Because, I mean, some people do that on social media, but it's like there's on Snapchat, there's some stories that I look at where it's called Born Different, and it's all these people who are born with unique and rare disabilities. Okay. And, but they're, like, all older and looking, like, well, I guess in their 20s or whatever, but they range so from different ages, but they're all, like, thriving, and some of them are like missing body parts and they have a whole wide range of disabilities, and they're and that Snapchat story is showing their everyday life and how they live and how they are thriving just in life. And I think that is I really enjoy watching those because it's so cool. One, because I really enjoy people with special needs, but also because really
they're going beyond their special needs to thriving and compensating for them and still being able to have a very fulfilling life in some way.
Yeah, I think it's so cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, I definitely think one of my purposes in life is to learn about people and to impact people. Yeah. So,
That'd be great. That'd be a great career.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should rethink my career.
I don't know if there's a college that'll teach that. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Could be just journalism.
Yeah, journalism and psychology and social work. Sociology.
Maybe, yeah.
Sociology. I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Better do it soon. You got to commit to a school soon. No, you don't.